All right. So I guess this is something I've been wanting to talk about, and I think it's something I just cleared the air. Um, I think I had a class with my foreign students, and like, okay, Mr. Jaro, are you a Christian or you're a Muslim? And I love all religions, really. Um, but yes, my devotion to Allah started um, when I think 2023, 2023, um, when I started teaching some of my foreign students in the Muslim community. I had lots of Muslim students. In fact, I have more Muslim students than Christians, and it was a moment where they keep talking about, when the class is over, they keep talking about Allah, and of course I've been hearing about it, been hearing about it, but it's not something I've always want to give attention to, as much as possible. I always look to say, okay, no, stuff, but they keep talking about it, um, and it was one time, and she said, "You've been so good to us, Mr. Child, and I pray that Allah rewards you with all goodness." Tasak Alehu Kera. And when she said that, I'm like, okay, well, that's new. And gradually, that particular set just kept, because it was more or less like the whole set. I was not the whole set, but I think majority of 80% of the students, because the teacher traveled. She's a very good friend of mine, and she was like, okay, please, can you handle them online for me? Why this? As of that time, she knew I was a Christian. She was a Muslim, and she was like, okay. So I handled it. She said, you find them very interesting. This set is a very good set, and you love them. And I was preparing them for their IGCSE, ICT, and you will love them, she said. I said, okay, okay. So it was a very busy one for me, because as of the 2023, I was just starting off really in the global stage. I've not really. I was just building, and I think I'd gotten to a certain level. But still within the peripheral phase, and they just talked to me about Islam. After the class, we have a little bit of chit chat. As cool as I am, we have some talks, and like, okay, sir, this. We talk about my friend too, because she's an amazing person, and they keep talking about it. I said, so you've been so good to us, and it will be good if you're Muslim. I said, okay, I'm teaching you ICT. Can we just? and they said, no, so you're good, and we won. The Muslim community, we won. And he said, you won. I said, same here. They had so many things to talk about. Now, every religion has a good side and its bad side. They have the sides that are good in all religions, but one of the things I've come to notice so well about Islam is the fact that they are a wonderful community. They have one voice. They care about their own so well, and looking at these wonderful kids, the way they talk about Allah, and they're so excited about it. It was fascinating for me. And the people who are working, the people who are in the subsidiaries in Ajiro Tech, the students who have decided to just take Ajiro Tech in their head, they're Muslim, that was after it, so it was one class, when after the class, the child the child um, started singing the song, and it got me really um, interested. Like, okay, so what does it mean? I don't want to sing it. And I don't know if something right, because of restrictions and stuff like that. So he said, is the meaning, sir, is I hand Mr. Joe to you. He's been a very good teacher to us. And Allah, would you care for him? Allah, would you take care of him? Would you provide him with his needs? And Allah, would you keep him from harm? He's been a very wonderful teacher. He's been a wonderful person to us in care. And would you look after him? Wow. I've never had students like that to me before. And that was beautiful. It took me a while to struggle with it, because they keep, it wasn't the kind of initiative or anything, it was just, and it was a while. And at the 2023 to 2023, when I was preparing for the I think October-November set, I had some students with it, and we're like, okay, the other set came around, and it was there. I saw it myself. It wasn't a struggle anymore. It wasn't a doubt anymore. It was there. I knew that this is it. This is it for me. I think Islam is something I want to give it a go. And I've come to love the community. I've come to love the oneness, the togetherness. I've come to love how they care about the people. It's really amazing for me. I was going to the Quran this morning, Joel 1:16, the Al-Baqarah, and it's 103, and it says, if they had believed and kept from evil, a recompense from Allah would be better. If they only knew. If they had believed and kept from evil, a recompense from Allah would be better. If they only knew. A reward, a compensation. And that is something that I cling to this morning, and I'm like, okay, it's just a reminder, a reminiscence of my time. One of the Imam I listened to, I think I posted it on the platform, Bilal Hassan. He's a very, very good Imam. His teachings is so good. His teaching is so good, and it's someone I always look up to as a mentor. I look up to as a person. It's good. It's good. So Islam for me is not just a religion; it's a community. Community of belonging, a community of oneness, a community of this is it for me. This is where I need to be. This is the place that Allah wants me to be, and that's where it is. That's where for me it is, and I'm grateful that those little kids were able to open my eyes to see what they are seeing, and the happiness within what they talk is incredible. It's incredible, and I think I'm excited really because this journey of Ajiro Tech has been very long to where we are right now. How we're putting some things together, we're putting some things together, growing, becoming an institution of excellence, and that is a lot. That is a lot from us. The efforts, the hard work, on what we put in, and that is something that is that we are so proud of. And in the other podcast, I will be talking about extensively what Ajiro Tech is all about, so that you can know, and you can have an idea of what we do, what is our vision, what is our mission as an institution, and what we're trying to build. Everything begins with a vision, and when you have people who can see what you see, they're called visionaries. See, a man can have a vision, but when you have people who can clean into that vision, you become a visionary, right? And to have that the students who have thought were able to come back saying, Mr. John, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you build this. It's been good to me. I've seen how it's good to me. The A stars the students are having is incredible. It's incredible. I think one set in Pakistan, I think majority of them had an A star, just maybe an A and maybe 1 or 2 Bs. And the same said, "Joe, you did this for us, inshallah. You did this for us, and may Allah bless you with all goodness, reward you for all the efforts and the hard work you did." And it's really incredible. I have one of the messages that one of my students sent to me, and I'll probably just read it here. And he said, okay, do I have it here? He said, "I scored an A star with your help, Mr. Joe. You are truly a savior. May Allah bless you and keep you. Lots of love from India." And there's so many messages I keep getting. I can go on, and maybe with time, with this podcast, I get to talk about those success stories from the students, and bring some of them on board, so they can share their stories of what Ajiro Tech has been to them across board. We're moving so well with the IGCSE. We're trying to grow to a certain level, try to expand in the Cambridge IGCSE, and now we're entering into the A levels. Right, we're entering into the A levels. It's just a vision that we're having, and we're building the capacity. We're building the capacity for it. We're building the capacity for it. If your vision is as plain as anything, and people are able to see, if the promise is clear, the discipline can be achieved. The discipline, the work, to put in the work, it can be achievable. So it's a goal that we have set in Ajiro Tech to be not just a tutoring service of excellence, but to be an educational institute of excellence, to be the platform where students, they come in and they feel that they have a sense of belonging, a place where, I can just be at my level and go from there. And that's what we are trying to achieve in Ajiro Tech, and I know we would eventually get it. It's a lot of work, but we've started the mountain, right? We've started climbing the mountains, and we can go down now. We can go back. We can go back now, and for me, that is something I really wanted to talk about, the journey of myself into Islam. Allah has been good. It's been really good to me, and I'm grateful as a Muslim. Um, it is a private thing for me. It's private. It's not something I share. When I'm working, it's my religion. It's my inner peace, and it's not something I go about. It's not something I go about. I try to, ever since the immense of the capturing of um, Allah into my life, it's changed me um, to put work to work, religion to religion. So I'm focused to my work, and I'm focused to Allah. And to all the Muslim students, to all the Muslim community, thank you for accepting me. Thank you for giving me a space to grow. Embracing Ajiro Tech into the communities is one thing I'm everly going to be grateful for, because without your help, I don't know, it was just an idea. It was just an idea, just to put a space where students can just go in there, and have a space, have where they can grow, where they can improve, and to find a place and a space to chase and to succeed is truly it's really a blessing from Allah. It's really a blessing from Allah, and I don't take it for granted. And lastly, before I go, I just feel like reading this. Establish worship. It's with Jews 110. Establish worship 1 verse 110. Establish worship and pay the poor due, and whatever of good ye send before. That's before you, for your souls. Ye will find it with Allah. Lo, Allah is the seer of what you do. Lo, Allah is the seer of what you do. He watches over us, and He sees what we do. And if we can open our hearts to Him, there's always a space, there's always a place for us to go. Thank you.